With the Republican National Convention now behind us, all eyes are on Hillary Clinton and her potential pick for vice president. And people familiar with the matter believe she will settle on a Spanish-speaking ally from a battleground state, Senator Tim Kaine. Joining us now to discuss is Wall Street Journal U.S. editor Glenn Hall. How are you, buddy?
I'm good.
So why is Kaine looking so likely right now?
Well, he brings a couple of very important attributes. One, as you mentioned, he's a Spanish speaker. He's got connections with the Hispanic community. That's an area that, as a voter bloc, is going to be really important in this election. Number two, Virginia is a battleground state, right? So if she can win the battleground state of Virginia, the Democratic campaign thinks there's no path to victory for Donald Trump. So it's a good blocking maneuver.
Mm-hmm. She's also weak with white males, right? So will this help in that area?
There, he's exactly right. So he can help to shore up another side of the campaign where she has struggled a little bit, bringing in the white male. He's got a good working class background as well that should help. And the other thing that's important to note in here is that in Virginia, the Democratic governor, Terry McAuliffe, will be able to appoint the successor to Tim Kaine and maintain the Democrat in that Senate seat.
Okay, yeah. And I think, was there any particular reasoning for the idea that Tom Perez was also in the running?
Yeah, you know, Tom Perez was in the running. There was also Senator Cory Booker from New Jersey and the Agriculture Secretary, Tom Vilsack, a former governor of Iowa. All of them brought different things to the base, you know, and there was some question about whether she was going with a liberal enough candidate to satisfy the Bernie Sanders camp, the Elizabeth Warren camp. So a lot of discussions going on in there. But Hillary Clinton has said her top priority is somebody who can govern, somebody who she is confident could take her place if anything should happen and become president.
Okay, so now Governor Mike Pence as vice presidential pick gives Hillary Clinton some flexibility now, right?
Well, you know, it's a different play for Donald Trump. When he went with Mike Pence, that allowed him to sort of balance out his ticket as well, which is often what you want with a vice presidential candidate. So the balance for Donald Trump is he's got someone who has stature and political upbringing and grooming to balance out his sort of outsider, you know, not in the middle of not knowing how to get deals done inside Congress, right? And that's what he had said all along was his criteria. He wanted somebody who knew how to work the system so that he could get past the system.
Right. And why is Virginia so important right now, would you say?
It's a battleground state. It's kind of a purple state. So it's been going to the left, it's been going to the right, and it's very important in a lot of sense in terms of getting the voter blocks and being able to, it's a complicated math when you do the Electoral College to see where are the traditional places where Democrats have many states where they are going to lock it up without any problem. There are states that are going to be easy for the Republicans, and there's a few states like Virginia where it's up for grabs, and you've got to win those in order to get the math.
I guess when I asked about Pence earlier with regard to Hillary, what I meant was the fact that he picked Pence, Trump picked Pence, is that going to help her with Bernie Sanders people because he's so repulsive in their eyes?
Well, there's a good point because, you know, as the governor of Indiana, Mike Pence had the, Religious Freedom Act, which was meant to be a counterbalance towards the sort of gay marriage efforts and all of those things that were going through the Supreme Court at the time. So that really did fire up the base, and that can be something that the Hillary Clinton camp can use to their advantage when they're campaigning against Donald Trump.
Okay, well, the battle is heating up. Thanks a lot, Glenn.
You got it.
Come back and see us.